Welcome back, everyone. So, it's been 1 year since I started doing YouTube, BookTube kind of stuff, ranking the books I've listened to. So, I'm going to recap of all the series I listened to this year. And it's been an amazing adventure to go on. And what I'm going to count as a series, if I've listened to at least 2 books out of the series. If I DNF the first book, not going to count it in this series, because I already DNF'd halfway through the one book. Then some books, there's only one book in the series right now. And some of them, there's a lot of books in the series. And I just got number 1 done. So, I started out with a great book series that I've never heard anyone talk about. Warlord Born. Okay? So this one, I forget what he is, what they call him, but they're like elite soldiers. They're like soldiers, police kind of people. And he gets set up kind of, or he gets lured into a trap by his own people because he did something he wasn't supposed to do, and they wanted him dead for it. So he escapes and rebels, and throughout the whole series, he builds an army, and he takes down his like unified global thing. I don't know the exact names, what they call everything, but oh well. So this is a great series. I think there's 9 books in the series. I think it's either 6 or 9, one of them. But it's a great series. Where would I put that? I think you guys already know. I'll put it in the great category. Why is it lagging so much? What's going on? Okay, cool. Technical difficulties. Okay, now let's see if I can put it now. Okay, cool. Man, computer's trying to fight me already. Next one I went to, my God, it was it's like a spin-off after story event of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Oh, this series was it was miserable to go through. I'm gonna put this clearly. You can just pass. You can skip it. If you love the Buffy series, there's nothing in this book trilogy that benefits the greatness of Buffy. It downgrades everything that was made Buffy so great. It was just such a miserable time. But I had to listen to all 3 books because I wanted to know how they rescued Buffy. But you can skip it. It's really trash. So just pass on it. Next one. Ah, this is a masterpiece. Clear masterpiece. So this young lady, she went to school to become a bone smith. And the bone smiths deal with ghosts and all that other stuff. And she gets sent to a, how can I say? a shitty location. Because her grandmother's a bitch. And then she learns so that she was not supposed to learn there. And then she has to go rescue pretty much the whole kingdom. Basically, that's what the whole story's about. Great series. Or, yeah, series is 2 books. You guys should definitely listen to it. I highly recommend it. Then I went on to listen to the I forget the exact name of this. Children of the Guild or something like that. Shadows of the Night Guild. I forget the exact name of this trilogy. But starting out 2025 with this masterpiece. It is such a masterpiece. And then I commented on Facebook about it, and the author replied to me, which is amazing. But it's a chill, just an all around masterpiece book. Great way to start the year off. So basically, this kid is not necessarily sold to the guild. Her father owed a lot of money, and to get rid of the debt, he just gave the child to the guild to wipe his debt free. And she was the smallest, she was the weakest, but she worked her way up to the top. And to be the best there is. To even running the guild. I don't know if I should say that, but that's a big spoiler. Maybe, I don't know. But it's a pure masterpiece of a series. I highly recommend it. Then I went to probably the worst series I have ever listened to. This is just pure trash on every level. And like I said last time, my friend who talked me into listening to this book series, she let me down. And she even commented, "How dare you say I let you down?" She was offended. And I think a lot of people were with that. Me saying that this book series is trash. And found out one thing about one of my other friends, who's also friends with Blonde with Tattoos, who recommended me this series. I'm the name for the secretary. I found out she only listens to books if they mention, how can I say this? The cucumber, the pickle. If there's no pickle involved, she doesn't want to listen to it. What the hell's up with that? Secretary lady, you can do better. There are a lot better book series out there. And do not mention the pickle. I don't know if people that like this book series, if they just don't get laid enough, if the man doesn't put out enough, I don't know. Men, if your wife likes this series, give her more of the pickle. Maybe that's what she needs to go. That this trash where it belongs, in the trash can. But I still think Fourth Ring is made for people that just can't get laid. Prove me wrong. And the story writing is so bad. There are so many better writers out there than Rebecca Yost, or however you say her name. For the love of God, the company that published this book, buy the rights from Rebecca Yost and have someone that is qualified and has talent to write a book series. I don't know what else to say. I don't know. It's just such a bad series. And I would not finish Fourth Ring series. It is going into the pure trash category. And then I went to one of my favorite series, Ember in the Ash. Such a great series. I guess it was the first book. There was two main characters. In the third book, it goes up to three main characters. And then I think in the also I think in the second one, the bad guy also becomes the main character. But this is just a pure masterpiece. Great series. Can't say enough about it. So this young lady, young guy. I'll say the other two main characters. Why can't I go up? Okay. Bam. Hey, no. You go over here. Okay. So, the one young lady, her family is killed. Her brother is sent off to a prison. And it's a rescue mission. The young male, he is in a school that he doesn't want to be in. He doesn't want the life that he was destined to live. So he does everything he can to get away from his destiny. And then over the series, those two fall in love. And well, there's also a triangle involved in this. The third main character is in love with the gentleman, the young lad. And she's heartbroken that he is in love with the other lady. So a lot of stuff happens. Eventually, they have to save their kingdom, and they eventually win. It's a long journey, but they get there. So, and my chair makes a lot of noises. Uh, Oops. Then I went to my next book series. One of my favorite book series of all time. The Novelists. So this one takes the main character is a young lad who is poor, and he summons a demon. So he goes to the school. Then one of his prior things come to light. He sent him to prison. Found out he did not do it, which we already knew if you read the Novelists, because it happens pretty much in the beginning of the book. Then he has to do a rescue mission. Then finally, the third book, he has to save the kingdom and everyone in it. This is a great book. Think Pokemon with Lord of the Rings. That's exactly how I would describe it. And it definitely falls into the GOAT category. But you know what? I'm going to do something a little bit better than this. I'm going to also rank these in here as well. No, come on. Okay. I don't know. These two, Bonesmith and Child of the Night Guild, they're definitely toe to toe out of the grades. Then the novices, then Ember and the Ash. So then I went on to the last series I listened to, the Ergon series, the Inheritance series. So this poor farmer boy gets a dragon. The first series he has to save the kingdom. And yes, I hear say that this is a trope to many other, like Lord of the Rings and freaking Star Wars. It's a trope. That's in many fantasy series. But you know what? It's a classic trope, kind of. Been around for years. It will continue. But yet again, Eragon is a good series. Is it a masterpiece? No, it is not a masterpiece. And near the end, I was getting burnt out of it because there's what, 5 books. By the newest book, I was burnt out. But it was a great series nonetheless. Where would I put it in the overall ranking for this year? I think it would just go into the good category. There's nothing wrong with it. I just got burnt out of it near the end. Massively burnt out of it. I think this is a series that you would have to listen to, like book 1, maybe book 2, take a break. Then go in, listen to 3 and 4, maybe, take a break. Then finish with book 5. You can't do all of them at one time. This is not a series on the same level as Harry Potter. What was that other one I mentioned? Warlord Reborn or Warlord Born. Okay, it's not on that level. You have to take a break. But overall, it's a good series. Highly recommend it. So that's my recap of what I've listened to out of this series for the first year of doing this. Hopefully, I have many more years to do this. This has been fun, entertaining, and sorry that I've not been consistent on uploading videos. I have my grandfather in the hospice, so I spend as much time as I can with him while he's still around. Because someday he will not be. And that's going to be hard. But anyways, peace out. I'll see you guys in the next video. Like and subscribe, please.